physicist Stanton Friedman, who spent 14 years in private industry working extensively on classified government-sponsored projects such as this nuclear rocket engine and other advanced space systems. Since 1970, he is the only space scientist known to be devoting full time to UFOs.
After 21 years of study and investigation, I'm convinced that the evidence is simply overwhelming that our planet Earth is being visited by intelligently controlled vehicles whose origin is off the Earth. In other words, some UFOs, underline the sum about 10 times, are somebody else's spacecraft. Now, I'm only concerned with those UFO reports which indicate things of definite size, shape, surface texture, whose behavior clearly indicates that they were manufactured somewhere other than Earth.
The kind of behavior that Stanton Friedman is talking about is the ability to go 10,000 miles per hour in the atmosphere as observed on radar and make sharp, right-angled turns.
Nobody on planet Earth is able to duplicate that behavior.
The observation of UFOs is by no means a recent phenomenon. Listen to this account by a Roman soldier written in 98 AD. At sunset, a burning shield passed over the sky at Rome. It sparkled from the west and passed to the east. The Roman soldier's description of that burning shield matches very closely what was photographed in Salt Lake City by Mr. Lauritsen in 1972. On September 30th, 1870, the London Times published this article. The object was elliptical in shape with a kind of tail. It crossed the moon from one side to the other in half a minute. This picture was taken in Switzerland over 100 years after that report. This description was written in 216 BC. At Apari, east of Rome, a round shield was seen in the sky. Another manuscript dated 1290 AD recorded this UFO sighting. They all rushed out into the open, and behold, there was an awful thing. A nearly circular object of silver appearance, not unlike a discus, flying above them all. It excited amongst all the greatest terror. These ancient sightings are not isolated cases. This modern film seems to fit another ancient account almost exactly. There appeared in the sky a brilliant object like an iron bar, long and wide as half the moon. For 15 minutes it hovered motionless, then suddenly the strange object began to rise in spirals and twist and writhe like the uncoiled mainspring of a watch, and after it vanished in the sky. That account was written on All Saints' Day, November 1st, 1461. But it could almost as easily have been written describing this film, taken near New Zealand by a television news crew on December 31st, 1978. This UFO was observed by 5 witnesses beside the cameraman who photographed it while flying in an airplane. It was also observed on 2 ground-based radar sets and on the radar in the airplane. Perhaps the most interesting part of the entire New Zealand film is this unexplainable frame. During this section of the film, the UFO not only changes size and shape, but changes color from red to white. Dr. Bruce MACCABEE has conducted the most thorough investigation of this UFO case. He has interviewed extensively all the witnesses and has analyzed the film frame by frame.
I've concluded that the film does not show Venus or Jupiter. It does not show meteors or mating mutton birds. It does not show secret military maneuvers or the squid fishing fleet. I've concluded that the film is not a hoax. My investigation of this whole case leads me to believe that the film shows a real, unidentified flying object.
There's a clipping service that publishes an average of 60 pages a month of UFO sighting reports gathered from newspapers.